So all Instagram, this kind of nonsense news videos and all, it wastes your time. No useful, no brain growing, no learning. You have a chance nowadays, 4G network, Wi-Fi internet, lot of very good mobile phone, large screen mobile phones are there. So you got lot of channels to learn things. Learn fast, learn faster, learn first, learn faster. Okay. Very simplest thing is fast runners are winners. Like you went to the running race, you sit in there and you have seen who run very fast. The guy will run win, right? So people, in childhood days, people telling uh, slow and steady win the race. Slow and steady win the race. So you okay, no problem. You slowly, steadily running, and everybody crossed the line and they went to home also. Still, you are slow and steady. Okay, that formula works in different places, but always it is fast runners are winners. Okay, so fast runner does not mean you have to run for everything. Meaning is you have to learn, keep learning. When you got a chance to learn. As younger as you, like you're young people, then you can easily learn, fast you can learn. That's why, in the military also, young people will recruit it. Always demand for a freshers, not old people. I have a 50 years of experience. I have 20 years of experience. Is compared to fresher, the fresher can learn very faster. Understand? But now that is become reverse. Why? Because of the additional things, additional navigations. I'm not talking about this bad habit labeled kind of stuff. Okay, people put a label, bad habit means smoking, drinking. This is a bad habit. Very bad habit is this unnecessary watching like this Instagram, YouTube, unnecessary videos, unnecessary the content information. It is not useful for any person. Not to know also. Yeah, already started recording, guys. Okay, so first of all, we'll start. This is will take 2 days part, guys, maximum. Okay, not even a 2 days part actually, but so will it will happens to be two days because I teach very slowly. Okay, but you have to understand a lot of things here. Okay, and it is very important also. So go for a thing. Okay. First we'll discuss this one. Then we will once we complete it, so we'll go to what are we discussed so far. What are the things we have discussed so far, and also I will try to show you some Windows related. Now small repair is completed. Okay, so I installed my VMware back. So I will try to show you some one or two things about how to share a folder, how to add a printer, those kind of stuff also I will tell, and Outlook also I will explain. Okay, so 2 days, guys. So one is like first this is server and services. In server and services, we are able to learn about what is a server, what kind of servers are there, what is server, what kind of servers are there, what is workgroup and domain, what is an active directory, what is a DHCP server, what is DNS server, how it is works. The next one is what is Outlook, what is VPN, also do it. Outlook and VPN I didn't mention in this PPT, that is a separate one. Yesterday only I shared this PPT, guys, to your WhatsApp, so you can see from there. Okay, so can I start? Already I started recording, of course.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So peer to peer. What is peer? I will give you one. Already I told one overview, but we'll see. We'll see what is peer to peer, server and client, workgroup and domain, and active directory. That is your today's topic. Okay. So different type of servers based on the what service it is providing. Okay, and next different type of servers based on what operating system we install. We install some operating system, then we call that one as a server. That's server. That is does not whether it is provided service or not. The operating system we calling them as a server. Server operating systems. Server operating system. Next one is it depends upon the hardware. Means different type of hardwares are there. Okay, of course different type of CPU, RAM, disk storage kind of stuff. For a server it is there, but normal desktops are not exactly suitable for a server operations because server should be run 24/7. So servers require a different type of CPU and their configuration, their connectivities kind of stuff is also required. But here it is. So three different shapes of different kind of servers are there based on their hardware. Like we have a desktop, laptop is there. How it is different from desktop and laptop? Both are computers. Both are do same work, but both different. Both basic purpose is same, but one some differences are there. Desktop is for at home you can or office. It's a stable system. You daily don't you cannot move from one place to another place, right? So morning you take it from your home to office, office to home. You cannot do it. But laptop you can move from any place. You know, last week up to last week I was in Hyderabad. Now I'm in Visakhapatnam. Okay, so I traveled to Visakhapatnam. I brought my laptop along with me. If it is a desktop, I cannot bring. Maybe after a few days, maybe in this week, or I have to go to Hyderabad. Maybe I have to go to Pune. I will bring my laptop. So it's a mobility. Laptop is mainly for mobility purpose. Mobile phone is now smart mobiles are is equivalent to computers. Tablets also same equivalent to our computers. Their purpose is different. The usage is different. Um, different way of using this there, right? So that's the main point here. Same for us servers also. Servers are in a different shapes. The hardware operating system are same, but the utilization, the purposes, advantages are different. So that is also will see just how it is look like, just for understanding. What is the meaning of data center? What is workgroup and domain? Okay, and what is an active directory? Just small information, not more information. And I'll share one video compulsory. You have to watch that video. So why? Because of their all practicals I have done, and I showed how to do it also. Okay, next one is guys. It is DHCP. So what is how you got an IP address? So what is the difference between assigning manually and automatically? Okay, so how DHCP works? Next one is what is a DNS? What is APIPA? Of course, then what is the DNS? How DNS servers works? How you got an IP address from DNS servers? Okay, so the total in the internet, how we are getting a DNS. So for example, I open youtube.com, then I got an IP address of youtube.com. In internet, how we are getting this one. That explanation is also there. This is a small additional information. Of course, I added a storage related thing. Why? Because of someone is asking me a question. So what is that SAS means? Then I have given a full explanation about a storage related kind of stuff. Both iSCSI type, normal hard disk, including normal hard disk, SATA, PATA type of hard disk connections, and also SCSI and iSCSI and storage types, DAS, NAS, SAN kind of storages, NAS and SAN, and RAID levels also. I given small explanation. So that up to here, it is in this PPT. So we'll see along this one once it is completed. Also, we'll see other things. Okay. The first one is guys peer-to-peer. Peer-to-peer is a kind of work group model type PCs. I will tell what is work group also. We have a individual PC. I have a laptop. That's a one peer. That is peer. One laptop. I have one laptop. That is a peer. It's not belongs to any group. Just it's a individual system. I have another desktop or a laptop in my network. That is another peer. For example, I have a data in my PC. I have a data in my PC. I shared this data. So other PC is accessing the data. What it is? I have a data in my PCA. The data is there. And I have another PC. Both are in a same network. Both are connected. Both are able to communicate each other. Okay. Now I have a data here through network. This BPC can able to access this data. I can able to access the data from BPC through network. Okay. So who is having information? A. Who is accessing? B. So one device contains information, other device accessing the information. So in this particular instant, A act like a server, B is act like a client, but both are not a server and client. Just in that particular instant only, one is providing, another one is accessing. Okay. So this is called a peer-to-peer communication. Peer-to-peer communication. For example, I have a printer. I have a printer is there. This is my printer. This printer is connected to my BPs. A want to access the printer through network. It reach the BPC. BPC shared the printer. So then through BPC, I'm accessing the printer. I'm in A. From A, 1 second. Just for one good morning, and someone send a good morning. I don't know who is this. Okay, guys. So BPC is connected to a printer. Okay, and APC want to access the printer through B. Of course, this printer is shared. It is a shared printer. Printer is shared through B. So I have to access through B only. So right. So I will contact B. B give permission to access the printer. Then I'm accessing the printer. So in this instant, B act like a print server. A is like a client. Okay, but there is no permanent server client relationship here. Okay. Okay, if someone got a problem, I can't help them now. Okay, so look at here. So this in this particular instant only, it is act like a server and client relationship. So it is very simply say it is peer to peer. So it's a kind of work group model. No centralized control, no permanent server client relationships here. We can share the information, data, resources between two or more systems without any centralization or without any a permanent server kind of stuff. Centralized control. The system act like a server and other act like a client in the particular instance only. In this time only, there is a one movie dialogue is there. In this moment only your brothers, and next after you next birth you may be different. So it's a kind of stuff. So in this particular instance only, This is act like a both server and client. Okay, guys. Understand peer to peer?
Yes.
Okay. Next one is server and client. Next one is server and client. Server and client. What is the server and client? Server provide a service. Client access the service. I'm accessing a website, right? So I'm accessing some website. So this is some web server, w3schools.com. Some web server is there. It is providing a web related service. I am the client using web browser. Okay, using a web browser, I'm accessing a website, right? There is a VPN server. I'm using client software to connect to the server. I'm accessing VPN service, right? So there is a mail server. Gmail account is there. Gmail is a mail server. Okay, okay. Gmail is a mail server, right? Email server. I'm a, I have an account, so I can able to send and receive a mail. Meaning is I'm accessing mail service. Okay, so there is a permanent server and client relationship is there. The server provide a service, client access the service. Example, there is a web server providing a web pages through web service. The client is nothing but a web browser. Through web browser, we are accessing the web pages from the web server. Next, client request for a service. Sorry, actually, as I stated, guys, server provide a service, client access service. Individually correct. The originally is the server does not give you anything directly. You have to request for a server. You have to send a request. Time okay, sorry. Server provide a service, client access the service, but server never give anything to the client directly. Client has to send a request. Client should ask, I want this particular service. I want your service. I want your DHCP service. For example, you are using a laptop. From laptop, you are connected to your Wi-Fi router. So once you are asking a Wi-Fi request, then only we are getting the Wi-Fi related service. Then you are requesting to your Wi-Fi router that is like a DHCP service required, then you are getting an IP address. Okay, so you open a website like a w3schools.com, you don't know the IP address, you send a request to DNS server, the DNS server send you an IP address to you. Okay, so here it is, understand guys, client request a service to the server. The client requests a service to the server. Server send a response to the client. What response is, that is different. It can be information, or maybe it can be a it can be say that is not belongs to me, or maybe allow, disallow, not allow kind of stuff, whatever it is. But it responds. So client send a request, server respond to the client. Okay. Client requests to the server. Exactly say client request to the server, server respond to the client. First is client. Client has to initiate. On the way of server, like a server won't search who is my client. Okay, I have to give the information to them. It is not happens. Okay, so this is the point in a server and client, guys. So server can be anything, guys. Server can be anything. Server is a machine, server can be a device, server can be an application, server can be an operating system, server can be a feature in a particular operating system also there. But whatever it is, server is a server, server provides a service. Based on the service it is providing, we call that one as a server. Okay, like a DHCP server, DNS server, web server, file server, Active Directory means authentication server, domain controller is an authentication server. Okay, mail server, VPN server, storage server, database server. Whether you install a feature in the operating system, for example, I have written MS Microsoft IIS, Internet Information Service. It is a feature. It is a feature or a role in the Windows Server operating system, Windows Server's operating system, like a Windows Server 2008, 2003, or 2012, 2019, whatever the Windows Server you taken, it is a one of the feature. One of the feature means role, exactly say a role, you have to install it, then it will become web server. Of course, you are a Windows desktop operating system like a Windows 8, Windows 10, Windows 7, Windows XP, you go to turn Windows Honora features, there is a IIS is also there. Like this, turn Windows features on or off. So I will show you that if possible. Yeah, Internet Information Service. You can become your own web server. You are a just normal client operating system, but still you can become a server. Like you can become a vsftp server, or you can become a web server. So only one this feature is this. This is a client software, telnet client, tftp client. Guys, never install these things. If you are using a Windows 10 home, don't install these things. Virtual machine platform, Windows hypervisor platform, those kind of stuff do not install. Okay, and even this is also do not install because it is not required. If it is required, then we can see. Okay, so this is in Windows 10 I showed, but in generally in server it is a feature. This is a small application package in Linux. If you install Apache HTTPD package, then automatically you are become a web server. Tomcat is an application. You install a Tomcat application in any machine, it become web server. Similarly, Glassfish and so many other things also there. By installing an application or by installing certain feature, you become a server and you can provide a service. While providing a service means how people will request for a service, how you are providing a service, how to request for a service based on the protocols. So know the protocols also. Server protocol also important. Okay. File servers is a FTP server, actually it is 2021 port number. Different type of application like a FTP application, FTP features, or sftp, vsftp kind of packages installed, it is become file servers. In a Windows servers, we have a direct feature is there, like a dynamic host configuration protocol means DHCP feature is there. Okay, of course you can search in my videos like how to install a DHCP also. It's a very old features, like you can find it. So 2019 is enough. Okay, how to install this role kind of stuff. So it is like this. It is not more clear, so it may get it, but this is the roles. Just you have to install this DHCP role. Okay, it is showing a steps wise like this. This is the DHCP role. If you install that role, it becomes DHCP server automatically. And of course, you have to configure it same as DNS, same as for a DNS. So where is it is? In bottom of that one, you can see DHCP and DNS, both are there here. DHCP and bottom here can see DNS. This is DNS. It is very light, so that's why you can't able to see properly. Okay, not bright. It is very light. Okay, so you can also see this is web server, DHCP server, DNS server. Okay, Hyper-V, remote access, remote desktop services, Active Directory, Windows deployment services, fax services, application server. So why it is okay? So by installing a role, it becomes a server, built-in role. No need to download anything. If you are using Linux, so you have to download a package related to DHCP server. Package is there, you have to download. Or you have to download a DNS related package called a named NAMED or bind packages are there. You have to download and install. Then it is become a DNS server or a DHCP server kind of stuff. This is Microsoft services only. Again, Active Directory services become a domain controller kind of stuff. WDS, Windows Deployment Server. So deployment related services. So how a server become a server? First of all, what is a server? Server provide a service. Server provide a service. Based on it is service providing, we call that one as a particular server. How it can able to provide that particular service? By installing a feature or a role or a package or a application into the machine. So then it is able to provide a service. Okay, so like a Microsoft IIS role or DHCP role or DNS role or FTP role or WDS, Windows Deployment Service roles, WDS role or a Active Directory Domain Services roles. Okay, so it is become a that particular server. Or by installing Hyper-V, it become a virtualization server. Or by installing some applications like by installing Tomcat application or a package like HTTPD or a applications like a MS Exchange, Microsoft Exchange application, you install into a server and configure, it will become a mail server. Or an application like a Zimbra, Squirrel Mail, Dovcat, another 2 3 are there. Okay, so post fix these packages and applications by installing into a machine, it become mail server. Of course, VPNs are same remote access roles, or maybe configure a firewall as a VPN server. Okay, separate VPN server configure servers are there. Hardware VPN servers, hardware firewalls. You can configure as for a VPN servers. Software VPN servers also there. Storage servers. So you can make one machines as a like a you can create a one storage bay and insert a storage disk inside, share the storage using protocols called NFS and CAFS, create a NAS type of storages, SAN type of storages by connecting with the fiber optical cables, nested loops kind of stuff. Oracle database is an application you can download and install into your machine, then it is become a database server. Or you can install Microsoft SQL Server into your machine, that is become a database server. You install a MySQL application into your machine, then it is become database server. See, by installing an application like a Microsoft Exchange, Zimbra, Oracle databases, or a Microsoft SQL Server or a MySQL Server applications, or by configuring some features, or by uh, installing certain roles and features or packages, a machine become a server. Server provide that particular related services. When client requests for a server service to the server, it checks the request by its protocol, understand the client request, it respond according to it. Guys, understand this part? Server based on the services. What is server? What is its service?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Not only lot of things are there. Just for our understanding, I mentioned few here. Next, based on operating system, as I showed here, this is 2019 server, 2012 server, 19 server, 2016 server. Lot of servers are there. Okay. This is a server. In the server, directly we are getting built-in features. Okay. Like I see DNS, DHCP. This is a DHCP related. Okay, DHCP scope related. Okay, so different roles, different features we can able to visit. The point is, server by default in Microsoft Windows servers, by default it is having a server related features are there. We are using Windows 10, it is a desktop OS. What is the purpose of desktop OS is like playing games, web browsing. You become a client to your servers, you access the services from the servers, right? It's like a client kind of stuff. Okay, you do programming, you do multimedia related, graphics related, gaming related, okay, streaming related. So anything you can able to do it at your end side, right? So that is a desktop OS. Server OSS is mainly meant for providing a service to the client kind of stuff. Means a particular services or a service, means either it is a single service or a multiple services can able to provide from single machine. Okay, from a machine. Okay, so that is a server based operating system purpose. Windows Server built-in features are there in generally built-in features and roles. Plus we can install certain applications like a Microsoft Exchange application kind of stuff. Okay, MS SQL kind of stuff. If you install, then it is become that related services server. Okay, that is a Microsoft servers. Okay, in the Microsoft servers we have versions like a NT 2000, 2003, 2008, 2008 R2, 2012, 2012 R2, 16, 2019, 2022. That is the latest. Still I am not touched the new one. So usually I touch the new one. At least I will install once and I will see. Both 11 and 22, both are not I not tried yet. So I will try in future maybe. Their minimum requirements also high compared to 16 and 19. These minimum requirements may be high, little high. It is, we have to check it. So here it is from this onwards, entirely 64-bit, compulsory 64. See 2008 2008 R2 is a compulsory 64-bit. 2012 R2, 2016 19 22 only 64-bit version is there. These are a mixed versions are there. Like 32-bit is there, 64-bit is there. This is 16 and 32 bit, 16 and 32 bit. This is 32 bit. 64 is there or not, I don't know, but this is 32 bit and 64 bit. This is only 64, and lot of feature wise differences are there. That is we are not discussing anyway. Okay. Next, other than Windows servers, because Microsoft servers and Microsoft desktop operating system both are there. Linux has a different distributions, guys. Red Hat Enterprise Linux, CentOS, Fedora, Debian. Not only that, so many other Linux distributions. The Linux more popular operating system in the server side is a Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Red Hat Enterprise Linux. It is from Red Hat organization. Now it is a part of Oracle. Now it is a part of Oracle. Next one is Oracle Enterprise Linux is also there. Oracle Enterprise Linux is also there. AWS Linux is there. AWS Linux is also there from AWS Cloud. From AWS Cloud. Microsoft Linux is also there. Microsoft Linux is also there. Recently, there are also launched Microsoft Linux. Okay. Next, CentOS. CentOS is similar to Red Hat Enterprise Linux. No differences as a feature wise or a work wise, function wise. No differences. It is from CentOS organization. CentOS, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, Oracle Enterprise Linux. Looks different, look same, work same. Okay, look same, work same, all features, everything, all commands, everything is same. No difference. Fedora, Debian, Ubuntu kind of stuff are a little different way of commanding. Maybe there. Fedora also similar to this, but so we don't have much touch with the Debian and Ubuntu also. Mostly people who like to use a Linux, both GUI as well as kind of stuff, people are using Ubuntu. But for a servers, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, Oracle Enterprise Linux, CentOS. Unix operating system is different kind, means actually Linux came from Unix only, and Linux is built by Linus Torvald, but Unix is from Bell Labs. But Unix is developed by different organizations and with a different type of outcomes are there. So IBM Unix is there, IBM kind of Unix is also there, HP Unix is there. It is for a HP devices, HP Butler servers only, it will work. Solaris is built by Sun Microsystem. Now it is in Oracle. Like your Java is there, no? Java is also built by Sun Microsystem. Now it is in Oracle. Same as like your Red Hat is Enterprise Linux built by Red Hat organization, that is under Oracle now. Sun Microsystem is under Solaris. Sorry, Sun Microsystem built this Solaris. Now it is under Oracle. Solaris is a like an operating system. You can install in a different type of hardwares. But this is only works in Butler HP machines, Butler virtual HP machines. So different Unix are there, like if BSD, so many other distributions also there. But compared to Linux is more open source. Lot of distributions are there compared to Unix. Unix is also very powerful CLI based operating system. Now we are getting a different type of operating systems for a server virtualization. For a server virtualization purpose. Server virtualization or virtualization servers. Different type of operating system. One is the Microsoft VM Hyper-V server. Microsoft Hyper-V server is an operating system for a virtualization. VMware vSphere. VMware vSphere is also server operating system, Zen server from Citrix, Zen server from Citrix. That is also a virtualization server related. Prox, Mox. Proxmox is also a server virtualization kind of stuff. So this is we have to separate it. This not belongs to anyone. This is we don't require this also. So this part completely an operating system. The meaning of this operating systems is for a server virtualization purposes. Okay, Microsoft Hyper-V servers, VMware, vSphere, Citrix, Zen server, Proxmox, VE. This is better, right? Because the small letters are not comfortable to view. Okay, guys. So this is a operating system. Some operating systems comes with some built-in features. Some are operating system you require to install a package or an application. So then it is start giving us services. This type of operating system are directly it is virtualization servers. Next one, guys, it is based on the hardware components like normal machines what we are using i3 processor, i5 processor, i7 processor, and top model is i9 processor. Okay, in Intel. And of course, if you go to AMD, Ryzen processor, Ryzen 3, Ryzen 5, Ryzen 7 kind of processor with some numbers, then cost increases, number of cores increases. Okay, part. But in generally for a servers, we use Xeon processor. Xeon processor. Okay, in this Xeon processor also there's a different type of things are there. Okay, in the Xeon processor also different type are there. See that is this is Xeon processor can able to handle longer period of time, means like 24 hours. Okay, 24/7. The word is 24/7 means 24 hours every day. So without any stopping, your system has to run. So normal our processor, regular processor, how much powerful it is, it cannot withstand that kind of part. Okay, that is thing. So we can use it mainly for server purposes only. Different versions are there, guys, like E5, E2, E3 kind of stuff. You can purchase it. So it depends upon there. Whatever it is one edition. It is showing 20 MB cache memory. Not given more details. So processor count is 8. Cost is not mentioned here. Yes, it is another Xeon processor. 8000, very old processor, I think so. Quad core, 12 MB cache memory. So this is also Xeon processor. So 10,000 rupees. It's also maybe like a 6-core processor. That's it is 10,000. 15 MB cache memory. So cache memory is very good. and it is LGA 2011 model, means we have to check the RAM compatibilities also. Okay, RAM compatibilities and motherboard compatibilities also you have to check it. So it is DDR3 world RAMs. So because it's a world. Okay, whatever it is, guys. So this is a powerful Xeon processor. Use it in CPU. And the server means not to one PC, right? It is hundreds, thousands, or lakhs of PCs. It has to provide a service, right? So multiple PCs request we will receive. Okay, multiple requests you will get it. So your server should be handled. It means you should need a powerful network connectivity. First of all, to receive any request through network, powerful network connectivity is required. Multiple NICs required. Multiple NICs are required. Powerful NICs. Okay, multiple NICs. Next, high RAM capacity. Your RAM also must be high RAM capacity is required. Normal PCs, we are having a 8 GB RAM, 16 GB RAM. Still, last time I checked, some people are using 4 GB RAM. Till even a laptop, use a new laptop, 4 GB RAM. What is the use of that 4 GB? I don't know nowadays. 8 GB minimum. Okay, you are purchasing, anybody is purchasing a laptop, tell them minimum 8 GB. Starting is 8 GB. Okay, 16 is better. If they cannot able to offer 16 and they want to reduce some cost, then they can go for 8 GB also, no problem. Later in future they will add another 8 GB. Okay, at least to least 8 GBs. Okay. RAM. Higher RAM capacity is required. Next is your hard disk. Built-in hard disk or a SSDs to store operating system. SCSI, built-in SCSI mounts are required on motherboard. If they can insert this SCSI boards, so then they can connect a number of hard disk SCSI devices like a SCSI hard disk, SCSI CD-ROM, SCSI printers, SCSI scanners. Okay, so they can connect it to the server. SCSI related. RAID controllers. You know, you want a storage redundancy. One disk is failure, another disk is available to give the data. Okay, that kind of stuff. RAID compatibility, RAID controller, hardware RAID controllers. These are the things important on the server. In the server, on the server, in the server. What is server means? It is like a processor. Powerful processor is required, like a Xeon processor. Multiple RAMs you can able to put it. Like I have already 16 GB RAM, then I will add another 16 GB RAM, then I will add another 16 GB RAM, right? So multiple RAM slots are required and multiple RAMs. So higher RAM capacity you can able to put it, and multiple NICs. NIC slots you can able to put some more number of network adapters you can able to connect it, either NIC type like a Ethernet type or a some servers may require fiber optical type, fiber optical connections, because high speed data transmission or powerful NICs and multiple NICs we can able to insert it. For that one, so we need a PCI and PCIe slots. These slots are required on the motherboard. RAM slots, PCIe slots should be higher. So of course, SATA hard disk and or a SSD mounts on motherboard is required. SSDs. SCSI, you have a SCSI connectivity through PCI slots or SCSI controllers to connect a multiple hard disks, multiple CD-RAMs, multiple SCSI devices, RAID controllers to direct a hardware RAID controller is required to manage the storage redundancies. So this is the main part of your server requirement. Normal desktops don't have these many facilities. We don't know what is SCSI, what is RAID, software RAID, hardware RAID. So these are all we don't know. So why we don't know? We use a normal desktops. Normal desktops we don't require of any of these things. Okay, guys. Guys, understand the basic requirements of a server means. Each servers has a facility in built in. So this is a tower server. The tower server look like a desktop only. So it is. I'm opening this one. It is a small tower server only. Dell EMC. Okay. So it look like a cost is less, but do not think we use it for our self purposes. Very high cost also there. See it is 1 lakh. Sadly, I open this server bazaar. Okay, no problem. See here it is. It's a Lenovo. This is India Mart from India Mart. It is Dell Power Edge T320. Yeah, of course you can go to Dell website is also there. You can directly go to Dell or a Lenovo, so you can get this some kind of servers. Okay. This is already open one. See it is. See it is look like our desktop computer. So power button. So normally see this is the internal components of your desktop PC, like a motherboard, SMPS, their connectivity to your storage devices plus your motherboard connectivity is there. It's a back channel. So your monitor connection, the keyboard mouse connections, Ethernet connections. This is two HDMI ports. Look like it is SATA ports. These SATA ports. There is some locking, SMPS connector. So there is some lock symbol is also there. It's a PCS slots related one. We don't do that one. Okay, so OS is not there. 1 terabyte built-in hard disk is there. 8 GB RAM only. Okay, so this is a Xeon processor. 8 KB cache memory. Okay, other details based on the numbers can use it. So it is a 1 lakh, almost like a 2 lakhs processor. Xeon Bronze 6 thread processor it is. 16 GB RAM built, onboard RAM is there. Hard drive plugs, 3.5 hot plug drivers, tower configuration, 1 terabyte SATA, RAID, built-in RAID is there. See, built-in RAID is there. Okay, you can go to other details. This is a rack server. Server bazaar is Dell directly. You can see Dell company. This is showing tower, but it is i5 processor only. Cisco 12 threads, Windows 10 Pro, built-in OS. It's like desktop only, desktop tower. Workstations, servers. So different server, tower server. So it's the tower servers. Modulars. See this management, offloads, so many are there. Yeah, if you are keep telling that, it will take lot of time, guys. So in this server, if you see, this is the direct SCSI drives we can able to do it. Just you have to open this one and insert a hard disk inside. Okay, just you have to open this. This is also from Dell.com. So what is the advantage of this tower? That is it is important. So you can see this is the SAS drives. So you can see this is the SAS drives. Simply just unlock it, insert a disk and put it. You want to change the hard disk also, open, insert, remove the disk, replace the disk and lock it. So that is a kind of hardware part it is there. So backside to SMPSS, each one is 1100 watts. Okay, so this is for a PCI slot, like anything you added a connector. Okay, two GBPS, like a two Ethernets are there, plus one more Ethernet is given separately. Okay, two monitor, one monitor, one serial port type of connection is there. This is a fan. Same thing only. Internal parts are not showing, but it is showing this one. This is the top. This is what. See it is. Now you can see. This is the storage directly. You can hot storage it is. SCSI kind of SAS kind of storage it is. Guys, this is what is the advantage of using this kind of servers. Yeah, I will open it again. Where it is? Tower server. You know, you want to build a server in your home or in your office, in your organization. You need a server. So you can go for a tower server, one server, tower server. You want a two servers, tower server, four servers, tower server, no problem, guys. Okay, so we have a requirement is very limited, or your requirement is like a more individual server kind of maintenance. So then you can go for a tower servers. Okay, but your requirement is more servers, less space occupation, because tower server occupy more space. You want a less space occupation, less cabling kind of stuff, then you can move to the rack and blade servers. Again, one tower, one server, one rack, one server. Okay, one rack, one server. See, this is a rack server. It is one rack and it is a one server. And if you find any internal parts also, I will try to show you that one also. This is India Mart only. I'll try to open it. See, it is a one server. It is a completely one single server. Internally it is there. It is internal parts are not showing, but it is a one server. Okay, and again same thing. You have a storage related. Okay, disk connectivity. All are there. So it is internally we can have a SSD is connected, and a SCSI storage connectivity is there. Processor, RAM, everything. As I said earlier, so it will be there inside only. So this is from Lenovo. See, this is how the tower rack servers will insert into it. So one server, one rack, one server, right? One rack, one server. So he is inserting a server inside. In the backside of this total rack kind of stuff is, this kind of stuff. So they have a connectivity, like a monitor connectivity, network connectivities. Directly backside they will put a connectors. And storage, it is very simple to open, close kind of stuff. So once they prepared, they will insert into the racks, into the data centers, exactly same. So it's opening complete one rack out. This is a only single big rack kind of stuff. This is some racks are bigger like this. This is a different racks. That is a different racks. Rack servers, I'm telling. Okay. Next one is one more is there. That is a blade server. Blade and a rack almost all look like a same, little different. This is a blade server. One blade, one server again. One rack, one server. One blade, one server. So in this blade, we can able to put two SAS kind of stuff. Okay. It is also from Dell. 2,75,000. So of 24 slots are there to insert the RAMs. Up to RAM is 1.5 terabytes of RAM we can able to insert it. So 24 slots are there, different type of RAMs. You can put it DDR4 model only. RAID controller is there inside. Okay. What is the advantage of using this blades? What is the advantage of using blade server is very small in size. See, it is completely one rack. This entire module is one single rack. But each part has one rack. Each plot is a one blade. See, multiple blades in one single rack. Multiple blades in a one single rack. See, is inserting a blade inside these racks. One blade, one server. So in one place, how many blades it is we can able to put it. Okay. Of course, unlike a rack or a tower, on server, the other facilities are very less, maybe less. But the processing means like I have a multiple servers. Storage is there separately. Storage maintenance is separate. Okay, network maintenance is separate, or RAID controllers are separate. I need a more only concentrate on processing. Then these blade servers are very useful. Very less space it is occupies. Okay, more performance in device. Okay, so this is about your blade server, guys. And here it is. I've written some differences. Not depending on this one, but just to know what is a different type of servers. Already I given you need more satisfaction kind of stuff or more differences. Yeah, you can go to this one. There is also you can find rack server, blade server kind of stuff. So here it is servers, desktops. Maybe you can try what is rack server, blade server. Not only this channel, anything anywhere in YouTube you can find how it is built, how what is the data center. Okay guys, up to here. Important is what is peer-to-peer, what is server and client, what is the different type of servers based on the services. Okay. And last point I want to say that is about your data center monitoring. You have a data center like this. You have a multiple data centers. Data center meaning is it's not only about a server kind of stuff, guys. These are all data centers. The data center meaning is it contains servers, storage devices, servers, storage devices means RAID controllers, NAS storages, SAN storages, iSCSI storages. Okay, so data center means servers, storage devices, Networking means routers, switches, cables, fiber optical cables, UTP, STP cables. So these are all networking related, right? Other infrastructure, of course, power supplies, power supply, backup power supply, backup power supply. Temperature maintenance, like a cooling system is there. Softwares are there, means data center means what is the use of server. So we install something inside like an operating system application. So it will provide a service, right? So in data center, what it is run, it run the applications. Through that one only we are getting a service, right? Servers, storage devices means tower servers, blade servers, rack mount servers. Storage devices like a iSCSI storages, SAS storages, NAS storages, okay, SAN storages, NAS storages, okay, networking, switches, routers, cables, okay, softwares, deployment of softwares, software running softwares are there. These are the main components. Next, cooling system, backup power supply, cabling, of course, monitor cabling, switchboard, keyboard cabling, all other cabling, what are the cabling it is, including, as I said, it's network cabling kind of stuff. So environment monitoring, so make sure that everything is maintaining proper temperature and these are the different components of a data center. Okay, so data center monitoring means there is a lot of monitoring tools are there. So monitoring each individual components. How servers are there, server is turned on, server is off. So storage devices functions properly or not. Cabling is good or not. Any network related issues we are getting, more network pressure is there. How software is working, software performance. Is a environment like a you know temperature, humidity kind of stuff. Okay, power supplies. So everything we should monitor to maintain your data center. So data center is mainly heart of an organization, guys. So in organization managing infrastructure means infrastructure meaning is the first point is in a data center. What is there in the data center is entirely your main important infrastructure. A organization must maintain this infrastructure. Okay. Next part is, guys, work group and domain. We will discuss after the break, small break. So we'll discuss about a work group and domain. Okay. And Active Directory part. Guys, understand up to here? What is peer-to-peer? What is server and client?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good.